god might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
Ah, Viarmo.
Thane Bryling, at your service.
Petition for the reinstatement of the burning of King Olaf festival.
I am Jarl. I wish to present King Olaf's verse from the Poetic Edda, recovered this very day from the Bard's tomb.
You mentioned something that would convince us the festival should take place, but I didn't expect King Olaf's lost verse. Please proceed.
O Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and false. Your cunning capture of Numenex a con for the ages. No shouting match between dragon and man, no fire or fury did this battle entail. Olaf struck a deal to make himself king. Numenex let go, though none tell that tale. Olaf grabbed power by promise and threat. From Falkreath to Winterhold, they fell to their knees. But Solitude stood strong, Skyrim's truest protectors. Olaf's vengeance was instant, inspired, and wicked. Olaf gave orders, Winterhold disguises, an attack on Solitude, total destruction to follow. His men dressed up and then went out to fight, but they reversed Olaf's orders, much to Winterhold's sorrow. So ends the story of Olaf the liar, a thief and a scoundrel we of Solitude commit to the fire. In Solitude, bards train for their service. They also gather each year and burn a king who deserves it.
You have proven your point, Viarmo. The festival is truly a celebration of solitude and a condemnation of false kings.
Knowledge, thanks you, Jarl.
Furthermore, I believe that such a fine poem deserves some payment of patronage. The college will be moderately rewarded.
Oh, thank you yet again. I will make sure our applicant...
Think about it.
Recovering the poem will be well rewarded.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane concerns.
Unbelievable! You have done us a great service here. Soon. These things must be done properly. You will be inducted as part of the festival itself. I need you to go speak to Yorn. He was preparing the effigy of King Olaf. Tell him to finish the preparations. The festival is back!
If I needed something from you, you would know it. Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine. Suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem. Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution. I don't expect you to be capable of even that. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. I've seen much in my time, but that was a gruesome day. Because Ulfric needed a symbol. Someone he could defeat that represented the Empire. The White Gold Concordat, the banning of Talos worship. Toryg's father Islot had held Skyrim together for nearly 25 years. When he died, Torygg became that symbol. No, even after Islot died, the Moot voted to make Torygg High King of Skyrim. But Ulfric was at that Moot, continually talking about Skyrim's independence in terms just shy of treason. I don't think Ulfric knew how much Torygg respected him for that. If Ulfric had asked Torygg directly to stand up, to declare independence, Torygg might have done it. Because the Dominion is a sleeping beast that Skyrim cannot slay alone. Because many Nords are part of the Imperial Army even now. Because the food and resources we get from the Empire are important to our people. Because even if we can't openly worship him, Talos the God was once Tiber Septim the man, and this is his empire. And Torygg wasn't ready to let it fall apart. I was a member of the court during the reign of Torygg's father. It was Torygg who appointed me to the position. Very. I helped raise him. Oh, I could not have been more proud to see Torygg on the throne. He made a fine king. A fine king. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. Vampires are clever hunters. More clever than you, definitely.
If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard. My stoop. With the passing of my dear husband Torygg, the weighty position of Jarl has fallen to me. Please direct questions to my steward. Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torygg. And so he came before my husband and he shouted. With that terrible voice. Like something out of a legend. Or a nightmare. When Ulfric unleashed such fury, my husband, he simply ceased to be. That is all I will say, for it grieves me to speak of it. Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torygg was the High King, and I am his widow. Now to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen. A question I am all too familiar with. One my very Thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that, while General Tullius is certainly no Nord, the people of Skyrim would be lost without him. Trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership. For what other choice do we have? Be well. Pray for solitude and my husband.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane concerns.
Please. Think about it. My duty is to keep the yard. safe, not play nursemaid to you sycophants.
Mind you don't cross Tassius. He's in charge around here.
Thane Bryling, at your service.
You, my friend, need practice.
I can always find time to share
Keep your
a word with
the
the warriors.
Imperials. I'm a Thane. In the future, you may want to gain that information before talking with someone. Risk of looking like an idiot and all that. Oh, most certainly. At least when Elisif herself asks. If you're inquiring whether we have concerns about her age and inexperience, let me put it this way. The Thanes have every confidence in General Tullius's leadership. I must return to the court. They simply can't make do without me.
Many condemn the Stormcloaks, but I refuse. There is honor in... Leave. This godforsaken... Is everything all right? I've not heard from Sorley or Pactor in some time. That's good news. I was starting to fear something had happened. You have my thanks. It's been an honor. Out with it. I'm waiting.
I am the Jarl's steward. If you have court business to tend to, you talk to me.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane concerns.
Thane Bryling, at your service.
The Jarl is not to be disturbed with common affairs of court. You direct those concerns to me.
Please address all questions to the
Get away from
My
me.
duty is to keep the Jarl safe, not play nursemaid to you sycophants.
Watch your feet. We just clean there. Got lots of things to take care of. Not in your life. It's dangerous in there, and Falk doesn't even like me and Ertie going in every year to clean out the spiders. If you really want to, just be careful of the ghost. He snuck up on me once and scared me sick. It took a week for me to feel better. If Ertie caught me chatting, need something?
Do you have business with the court?
You, my friend, need practice.
Oh, hello. Just tidying up. Are you my gallant hero? Have you come to whisk me away to a life of adventure and romance? I made a wish in the town well that a golden knight came to take me to his castle. Oh, does it spoil the wish if I tell?
Sabil Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have... And a Breton. No doubt most folk in Skyrim. I make sure Erica keeps breathing. No, that honor is Sabil Stentor's. A smart man steers clear of Stentor, and keeps himself out of the dungeon when she's having a bad day. Let's just say that the headsman's axe may not be the worst way for a Solitude jail prisoner to die. Look at that. I've told you to watch your tongue, and mine is waggling. I've said enough. You are free to leave.
Huh?
Hey!
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors? It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me, I prefer my books and my spells. There's a tranquility in magic, don't you think? It is simply energy to be harnessed by those with the will and knowledge to do so.
You're someone who can get things done. I like that. Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Bjorland Greymane's got that on. Man speak.
Hey,
Papa, you're home. Let's play a game. Aww. Braith is a big meanie. She keeps telling Lars and me what to do.
Let's get going. What do you need to take? Let's go.
Honored to see you again, my Thane.
Lars is such a milk drinker.
Honored to see
Can't
you
even
again,
stand
my
up to a
Thane.
girl.
New in town, right? If you need a place to sleep. You know, the Winking Skeever's not just the best inn in Solitude. It's also the only inn in Solitude.
If you're looking for
I was done
opportunities to
talking
make some
anyway.
coin, well, I'm your man.
Hands to yourself. Don't mind me. I showed up to watch, yeah. I don't know if they were right to execute him for what he did, but I'll tell you something. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Listen, Rogvir and I grew up together. It was us, a few others, and Vivienne. Vivienne Onus. I have no idea why, but one day I told Rogvir I liked her. It was a stupid thing to do. He mocked me incessantly after that. From that point forward, every time Vivienne and I were anywhere close to each other, he made sure to humiliate me. He'd beat me up, dump meat on my head, anything he could get away with. Once he even slipped a beehive into my bed. We were children, sure, but Rogvir never outgrew that immaturity or his cruelty. So any talk about him being an honorable Nord? Pure folly. Work in it, I own it. Well, okay. My father owns the Winking Skeever, but it's the family business, so it'll be mine when he kicks off. Yeah, next time.
As High Priest of the Eight Divines, I bid you welcome. I'm afraid I'm running errands at the moment, but please visit me later at the temple.
Lady Atia says my voice is second only to hers, but she's selling me short. Phew. I can't understand why Yorn would want to join the Imperial Legion. Soldiers only appreciate
God might get nervous. A man approaches with... Favor the bow, eh? I'm a swordman myself.
Respect the law, and you'll have no trouble in Dragonbridge.
Jarls come and Jarls go, but a good cook stays for a lifetime. And I'm a very, very good cook. Everyone knows General Tullius wields the real power in Solitude.
Watch your feet. We just
Alyssa?
clean there.
Yeah, she's a figurehead, a puppet. Do you have business? Of course he does. What sort of a question is that? Maybe you've been listening to Eriker. There's been loose talk among some of the Thanes, and I suspect he's the cause of it. You'll pay those rumors no heed if you wish to retain your welcome in this city. She may be young, but Elisif is the Jarl by right. And here in Skyrim, if nothing else, we respect the traditions of our fathers' fathers. You do well to remember that. That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace. Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
Marty, Pelly, my dear. Oh, I couldn't. Goes right through me. Besides, I have so many things to do. So many undesirable... Rude! Can't be bothered to host an old friend for a decade or two. How rude! Can't be bothered to host an old friend for... Really? Oh, what kind of message? A song? A summons? Wait, I know! A death threat written on the back of an Argonian concubine. Those are my favorites. Well, spit it out, mortal. I haven't got an eternity. Actually, I do. Little joke. But seriously, what's the message? Were you now? By whom? Wait! Don't tell me. I want to guess. Was it Molag? No. Little Tim, the Toymaker's son, huh? What? The ghost of King Lysandus? Or was it one? Yes! Stanley, the talking grapefruit from Passwall. Ha! I'm wrong on all accounts, aren't I? Ha! No matter. Honestly, I don't want to know. Why ruin the surprise? But more to the point, do you, tiny, puny, expendable little mortal, actually think you can convince me to leave? Because that's crazy! You do realize who you're dealing with here. Jolly good guess. But only half right. I'm a mad god. The mad god, actually. It's a family title. Gets passed down from me to myself every few thousand years. Now you can call me Anne-Marie. But only if you're partial to being flayed alive and having an angry immortal skip rope with your entrails. If not, then call me Sheagorath, Daedric, Prince of Madness. Charmed. Now that's the real question, isn't it? Because honestly, how much time off could a demented Daedra really need? So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. That's right, I'm done. Holiday complete. Time to return to the humdrum day-to-day. On one condition. You have to find the way out first. Well, good luck with that. Ha! I do love it when the mortals know they're being manipulated. Makes things infinitely more interesting. Care to take a look around? This is not, I dare say, the Solitude Botanical Gardens. Have you any idea where you are? Where you truly are? Welcome to the deceptively verdant mind of the Emperor Pelagius III. That's right! You're in the head of a dead, homicidally insane monarch! Now, I know what you're thinking. Can I still rely on my swords and spells and sneaking and all that nonsense? Sure. Or you could use the Wabachak! Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you? Do you mind? Inside the mind of Pelagius, silly. Oh, is it your first time? Pelagius III. Now, surely even you know about Pelagius's decree. On his deathbed, and this was inspired, he forbade death! That's right, death! Outlawed!
you mind? I'm busy doing the fish stick. It's a very delicate state of mind. Oh, good choice! Well, good for me. I find everyone being out to get you so terribly entertaining. You might find it less so. You see, Pelagius's mother was, well, let us say, unique. Although I suppose, in the grand scheme of things, she was fairly average for a septic. That woman wielded fear like a cleaver. Or did she wield a cleaver and make people afraid? I never get that word right. Oh, but she taught her son well. Pelagius learned at a very early age that danger could come from anywhere, at any time, delivered. Objective here is simple, you simpleton. Use your wabaja to defeat the enemy. They do the same. Your creature doesn't appear to be faring any better than before. Methinks you're